Oh, 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. It's your dog is real. But
Like, hey,
partner, play a partner, my ace from outer space. And then from the bottom of the map, down bottom, what they do.
what's going on? What's going on? Are you trying to get straight to it with the
Let's get straight
ranking
to
city,
it.
right?
Let's get
Okay.
straight to it. We gotta talk Miami recruiting. We gotta talk Miami Hurricanes recruiting.
I'm gonna let you
We've been
spark it
coming
off.
in with great recruiting classes, and we was talking about Mario Cristobal, and one of his um, keys to him changing the program is recruiting, getting his recruits. That's what he spoke a whole lot about coming
Mm,
into this season, into oncoming seasons, is getting his players for his system, his type of recruits, getting into the hotbed of South Florida, which all the coaches are going to say this is just this is just lip service. Oh, we need to recruit South Florida. We need to keep the home kids home. We all know that. We know all know great talent comes from South Florida, but you got to get talent from other places too. So we just did sign Armondo Blunt. Oh, he's a 2025. He verbally committed. Armondo Blunt. He's a D lineman, 5-star recruit. They're talking about he may reclassify to 2024, but he's the number one D line in the defensive lineman in the country. The boy a
mm.
beast. But yeah, we got a few recruits coming in. So what you got for me?
Um, I've been watching what he's been doing on this D line. And I'm like, okay, you already got Leonard Taylor on there. That's a 5-star. You know what I'm saying? That's not exactly his recruit. I feel like that might be Manny's recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but still, like he's been stacking that D line from the transfer portal. And I saw what he did with the O line. Last year they grabbed 2 number 1 O lines. They weren't from Miami, but still getting, top 5 recruits, 5 stars like you said, everybody been saying we're gonna keep the talent at home. But one thing I will say is that Cristobal gonna get like elite talent. Like when he was at Oregon, he had elite talent, and all that means is I got the 5-star, I got the top 5 at that position. So I'm looking at the back-to-back classes, and I'm like, well, okay, he about to really beef up the trenches, and so I'm looking at it like, well, the more and more you start to understand, Miami gonna have receivers, we gonna have DBs, we gonna have certain things, but there is a little formula where you gotta beef up the trenches. So I feel like more than any other coach, even Manny, even Al Golden. I remember when they came in was saying, "Yeah, we got to keep the players at home," but none of them taught trench warfare. So I have my critiques of Mario, but I feel like these type of recruits, you know what I'm saying, are really probably where the game is going to get won. Like I said, and then on top of that, I looked at like the last 5 years, and we really, it seemed like every 3 or 4 years we'll get a 5-star. I remember, what is this, Lorenzo Lingard.
Rizzo Lingard.
I looked at an article on him and I was like, okay, great 5-star, never panned out, went to Florida playing somewhere else now. And then like I said, I looked at Taylor, who we have now, okay, stayed. I remember the running back Duke John, everybody, saying from the crib, no Duke. And I felt like Duke was the last 5-star that represented. Like this dude was as good as advertised. Let me not forget Chad Thomas. Chad Thomas was very, very solid.
Oh, Chad Thomas was a beast out there.
Was a beast. And got drafted by Cleveland, which is why a lot of Miami fans are Cleveland Browns fans. Side note. On top of that, though, Tracy Howard, right?
Tracy Howard didn't pan out. Didn't pan out. That boy, they're saying that boy was like the second coming of Sean Taylor.
And the one thing
I
about
listen.
it,
I was on the hype train. I was on the Tracy
listen, you're
Howard hype
supposed to be
train.
on the hype
He was
train,
like
and
6'2", 220. He was
listen.
huge, rangy safety. Like,
And from a football perspective, I get it. But even dudes, just the fact that he could have transferred, right? He didn't transfer. He played out. He stuck with it. I got respect for that boy. I got respect for anybody, you feel me, from Dade County that goes to the U and it don't work out. But you do give it your all, and no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't, you definitely was not elite. Definitely, wasn't who he was supposed to be. But you know what I'm saying? Still stuck it out. But yeah, when I look at the fact that okay, you know what, we're getting back to back 5-stars, somebody gonna pan out. And we got a lot of dope 4-stars. I went back to the 2024, the class that's about to come in, and I looked and see like, okay, we got cool tight ends. When we went back to Brevin Jordan School, and got us a tight end. And so I'm starting to look at it like, you know what? Even though Will Mallory was dope, I just seen him with the Colts the other night, and I was like, okay, cool. He went to Killian, I believe. You know what I'm saying? But just having effective, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to pan out. But I will say this class coming in, I believe it was 7th ranked. Dope, pretty dope class. You know what I'm saying? A mix of more D linemen. I looked and I was like, okay, here goes 2 more edge rushers. Which we got Ruben Bain on that line. Ruben Bain was highly touted.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Trench warfare. So when I look at this O line and D line, I'm like, you know what? I do feel like there and where the other coaches, they did not get elite talent on the D line and the O line. And, you know, Mario Cristobal is doing that.
What I'm looking at is, so of course, trench warfare, which you consistently speak about. I'm looking at the linebackers. I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of highly touted linebackers. We do got to commit Cameron Pruitt from Alabama,
I
4-star.
remember. Okay.
Cameron Pruitt for a verbal commit, 4-star linebacker. I think that's going to shore up that linebacking spot. But yeah, that's what we continue to look. We got another
I think over
3-star.
time too, we may need to start, you know, okay, this is who we have. And you know, it seems to be like, you know, you playing the numbers game. Certain people going to pan out, certain are not, certain are going to develop, and you only get so much from the tape. But you know, may, like I said, over some videos start to really, you know what I'm saying, get into some of these boys' high school tape where we feel like he may fit in. And like you said, linebacker. We've had some good linebackers, but I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure, you know, we can probably look at like who was our most Denzel Perryman. I start to already jump back there. I hope I ain't
Yeah,
disrespecting him.
and Zach McLeod, that group.
I felt like they were solid. I felt like they
We're
were very
solid.
good. And I felt like they were a position of strength. Oh, you know what? I did forget 1 or 2 5-stars, current 5-stars. Our other safety is a 5-star.
Which one?
The not Cameron Kitchen,
That gets you.
James.
James Williams.
Yeah, James Williams is 5-star.
Okay.
And I feel like so far, I don't know if Cameron Kitchens was, but yeah, they doing their job back there.
So
They
what do
doing
you
their
think?
job.
What do you think of Mario's job recruiting so far?
What do you mean best recruiter we've had? Best recruiter number one.
Well,
Number one
as
easily.
far as the talent that we need to get to address some of the positions that are.
Best recruiter they've had in the past 10 years, most effective of getting the talent here now. So no, he's elite on that because I'm gonna have other critiques of him. The boy is elite. The
Also,
motherfuckers,
you
we
love
talking
you love
like
the
Miami Cuban sauce. What you mean? This boy is out here selling. This boy, like, listen, I ain't gonna lie. That boy is out there selling the dreams of the U. And then, you know, let's even get more specific. We done did our own prime. We got Jason Taylor.
we got
Come
Jason
play for me.
Taylor.
Come play
Yep.
for me. I'm only a Hall of Fame, at my position. I can only make you great. I can only make you a leader of men. So when you
Do you think we need Ed Reed back on the sidelines as far as
need
recruiting?
Ed Reed. If we get Ed Reed, we go to an embarrassment of riches at that point. So you know what I'm saying? And Ed Reed, to be fair about it, he was on the staff.
He was on the staff.
Then he had him on the staff. I don't
Well,
know.
he hasn't been on Mario. I haven't seen him on the sideline with Mario, but he was on Manny's staff.
I think
He was just a consultant. He wasn't like a position.
he wasn't. You right. But he could freely speak to the kids. I feel like as the race, I feel like Prime off rip is showing you that you do need these type of things on your staff. If you want to compete, you're gonna need Hall of Famers. Them kids don't want to hear no more about some of these coaches who. And we can be included. Like it ain't even just about motivating. Like with Prime, this is somebody who look like you, who's in your same league. And so you get your Ed Reed, even what Jason Taylor is doing. Like, no, I got somebody that look like me, they identify with me, and they know I was a dog out there, and like I can really teach you. So I feel like, and that's what, you know what I'm saying, Mario is selling too. Mario was, you feel me? Like he played, he was here, and he has, top-notch quarterback. So no, so far with what he's recruited, you to go back to get this type of recruiting, we pretty much got to go back to Bush Davis. You're not getting recruits like this. And when you look at the list, there's a lot of Louisiana in there, right? We look at that 2024 list. I'm like, well, there's about 2 or 3 recruits from Louisiana. So boom, Bush
Yeah, we
Davis.
got an old lineman, Kevon Brossard from
That's what I'm
Louisiana.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And you getting sleepers. You getting sleepers. And he's consistently, you got 1 year where you'll have 2 or 3 elite recruits. I don't know out of that group. Like, well, this is why we want to have a breakdown of those defensive line recruits, because those are some good recruits and there's a lot of potential. So 1 year you bring in head busters. Okay, you bring in head busters. That next year you bring in some sleepers who have the right attitude, who are coachable, who are 4 and 3 stars. Because here's where the sleepers are. When you look at that list, there's some 3 stars in there that play like 4 stars, and they're from
Yeah.
Louisiana, they're from Miami. You know what I'm saying? And some of them people could really even be diamonds, because we have to remember Ed Reed, I do not believe was a 4 or a 5 star. He was slept on. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't heavily recruited. But when you go, because he was from a small school. He was from a small school. I want to be like, now look, Chip, he was from a small school. Okay, he was from a small school, but I mean, he played 6 sports. He played 6 sports and was elite at all of them. That's what you want to find out there. You want a recruit who might be a 2 or 3 star, but he played 4 or 5 sports. What you don't know about him is that he comes from a home where his motivation is there. He might have strong family ties. Here's somebody that Mario and them. Okay, well, Mario doesn't have an X and O's. He's a motivator. Okay, Jason Taylor, he's a motivator. I don't really know what I have in those offensive coordinators, but they do their job. But motivators, Skip, motivators. And I think when they get down to it, that's what I'm liking. And then formula. You go back. Where did you get Brevin Jordan from? Where did you get Tate Martell? Tate Martell didn't work out. That's fine. That's
Brevin
fine.
Jordan
You go
did.
back to the same high school.
Yeah.
Bishop Gorman. Why? Because they produce dogs. They produce motherfucking dogs. And that's all I need to know. Go to the watering holes where you've gotten what you needed to get, and then do it better. Sell them. Not only is it a new Miami, you see what I just did, right? So I just told you what I was going to do. So now Mario looked like the dream is being realized, especially while we have a soft schedule. I'm going to be honest with you. Recruiting, we're just impressed. So besides Prime, because Prime can't get them all, right? Prime about to get it who he want. Next season, Prime about to
get a lion's share. He about to get a lion's share, but he can't get
he about to get a line. But guess who else gonna get a line? Who's already been building the line? We've been over here. We over here low-key building the Great Wall. We got the Great Wall of China, and we got the Great Wall that Trump couldn't build to keep the immigrants out that he wanted to build. No, there's about to be a wall over here. I'm looking at what he got. I'm looking at Ruben Bain. All you need is 2 more dudes step up this year with that 5-star we got. You're not running in this hole. Okay, you gonna stop, and they're already realizing like, damn, I can't run up the middle no more. Nah, you can't. Not like that. You gonna catch me somewhere else, but you're not just coming short goal line stands. You right now with the recruiters that we have, even with the line we have on 4th and 1. It's a problem. You may get stuffed at the line. So no, right now Mario is by far the best recruiter that we done had.
All right, well, shoot, we from the bottom of the map. We're gonna check back in with our boys, and we out of here.
All
We're on
right.
that recruiting trail.
Hey, again,